Okay, let's quickly go through this. There's this common misconception when it comes to gaming in general. There's this idea that if you play to your absolute peak, maximum potential, that, oh, well, something can be better now. And while that is true to some extent, it is not in the grand scheme of things, because here's how this all works. I don't know where this mindset comes from, and I don't know why people have started to really bank on this idea heavily. Because this idea is flawed to begin with. If you have to play, and if you have to be above and beyond, without fail, all day, every time that you hop on and you're trying to do something, if that is the requirement that you have to always meet to get something to be the best, how much of that is it the thing that you're using, and how much is that just you being good? How much of it is actually the thing you're using? How much of it is it you? Because if it's more of you doing the job, more of you doing all the heavy lifting, then at that point, something tells me that the thing that you're using is not as great as you think it is. It might be quite better now that you can fully utilize whatever it is, but it doesn't change the fact that at its ultimate core, it's always just going to be the same thing. It don't matter how much you shine up copper. You can shine it up, you can do this, you can do that, but at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you can make it look all nice and shiny, but it's never going to be gold, is it? Same thing here. If a car is mediocre, or if a car is just really good, and you make it better, that does not mean that it is the best car just because you pushed it further than its original limits. If you push it further than its original limits, that's good and great. But it always is going to have a ceiling that is lower than anything else that is considered truthfully top tier. That will always be the case. No matter how good you are with certain weapons in Call of Duty, it will never be as good as an MP5, because an MP5 90% of the time is just a great weapon, even if you pick it off the ground, even if you get it just standard. And when it comes to car games, no matter how good you are with any of these cars, the ceiling will always maintain where it's supposed to be. And when you come across a car like the Plague, the Ruiner of Fun, the Decimator of Competitive Integrity, when you come across that, then it's automatically stupid. It automatically tells you and teaches you that just because you did better than what is expected, it doesn't care about that, because it's naturally better. Its ceiling is higher than anything that you could ever achieve. Look it up. Look up any world record times placed or set by a bunch of players on Need for Speed Heat, on mini games of Need for Speed that holds this cancer. You will see there's a high percentage. These are all in the top 5. And there's not one car that peaks the top 5 in the world records when it comes to these games. And even if you can achieve that, it is the exception. That doesn't mean that it is better than what it seems. That doesn't mean that these other cars are better than what they seem. Because even if that is the case, it doesn't make it the best car in the game just because you make it better yourself. At the end of the day, A tomato is still a tomato, and a potato is still a potato. You can't change it. You can't redefine it. You can't push it to be something else it's not. A tomato is a little bit more juicier. It's a, it has a different texture. A potato, depending on how you make it, it's a harder texture. And maybe depending on how you make it, it's softer, but it will never be the same. Never. It's not in the same league. It's not the same thing. You can't change it. You can't redefine it. So this misconception, this weird mindset that players and people have about gaming is ridiculous in the long run, because it has no real basis in reality, and it has no logic to back it. Even if, like I said, you can push a car like this further than what is expected, it doesn't change that it's just a Ferrari Testarossa. It doesn't change that. It doesn't change anything. Yes, you can go above and beyond, but you cannot redefine it, and you cannot change how good it performs compared to how good other cars perform. This is true with fighting games. This is true with racing games. This is true with a lot of things. It's a shitty reality. It's crappy. And maybe there was no such thing as the most balanced game in the universe. But the only thing I can somewhat muster up in my mind to be the most balanced experience when it comes to any multiplayer online gameplay, that would probably be Black Ops 2 for me. And even if it wasn't perfect, even if maybe it wasn't the most balanced, here's the difference though. There wasn't, in my opinion, a such thing as truthfully the best of anything. And even if there was, you take a look at all the shotguns. Yes, the KSG was undoubtedly probably the best shotgun, but it was not the best shotgun in every scenario. If you couldn't hit your shots, or if you missed a few times, it was always subject to where you missed your shot, you're dead. Guaranteed every time, without fail, unless you hit them with a knife. But the difference being with the KSG and the S12, if I believe that's the name of the gun, that is a semi-auto shotgun. I don't know if it's automatic, but it's a semi-auto shotgun. If you miss your shot with the KSG, that S12, it wins the battle, because semi-auto and the fire rate's faster. No matter how fast you put the fire rate on the KSG, you miss your one shot with the KSG, that S12 wins every time. You miss your one shot against the automatic shotgun. I forget what it's called, but it shoots 4 times and then it re-chambers. You miss one time, that thing wins every time. That's a guaranteed win. Guaranteed. It's automatic. Yes, after the 4th shot, it re-chambers, but it's automatic though. That's 4 shots ringing out automatically. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. You know? And then you miss your shot. I'm pretty sure that the Remington, I believe that's the shotgun's name. Again, there's all these scenarios. I feel like balance is not a thing anymore. And even if it's never been a thing, again, I really feel like Black Ops 2 is that example where it really had balance to it. Even if it didn't in some areas, it did in most. And when you have a racing game, it's never fun. What car do you bring out when you just don't want to think? The RSR. What car do you bring out to rival anyone or to get your win, guaranteed win back on someone? Use the RSR. And even if there is cases where, well, that doesn't happen all the time. Yes, it doesn't happen all the time. But at the end of the day, it's an RSR. It will get its win back on you if you drive competently and make no mistakes. And when that does happen, that's when the reality sets in that these games have such a stupid, oppressive meta to them, and it makes it unfun. Why would you even want to play these games? It's supposed to be fun, but then you have this crappy car that ruins it because no one has variety anymore. They use one thing and one thing only. And even if they don't use one thing, they use 5 cars and 5 cars only. And I'm not saying everyone that plays these games should just decide to pick every car in the game just for the love of the game, but at the same time you did buy the game or you did get it for free. Why not get a little bit of experimenting in? Why not have a little bit of fun? Try out new things. But if that's not your kind of gameplay, then fine. I guess ruin the fun. I guess just be that dick that just goes into every lobby with the best cars, with the best builds, with nothing but winning on the mind. And then what do you achieve then? You're just a rage baiter? You're just a person that likes to piss people off just because it's funny to you? You know, that's something that needs to go away in gaming and in life in general. This rage baiting and hating on everything mindset is killing our civilization and killing humanity. It is a damn cancer, and it is nothing but problematic to all that exist and can speak and can think for themselves freely. We need to drop all this hate. We need to drop all these stupid things that you people like to do for fun, because it's not fun, it's not funny, it only causes problems, it keeps stress, and what does that achieve? Nothing good. We need to go further. We need to go above and beyond and try to go somewhere that's a better place and a better space so that no one is having issues. I get that competition can make the greatest plays. It can make the greatest spectacle. And sometimes the greatest spectacle is with rivalry, is with hatred, is with stress. Some of the greatest things to watch is things that are bounded by hate or stress or animosity or whatever. But at the end of the day, we don't need it in everything that we have in daily life. When you're trying to play a video game, you don't need to do that because it's just ridiculous. There's no point. But what can I do? It's not like I'm programming any games or I'm the balance maker or I'm the one who balances everything. So, who am I? And then there's that group of people where they're like, well, you're just a chicken, or you're just soft. And that's a real easy cop-out. That's a real easy way to undermine someone's message. That's a real easy way to discredit anyone. You're just soft. You're just weak. It's always ridiculous. It's a child's way of trying to distance yourself from reality, or distance yourself from anything that actually is respectful, anything that has honor to it, keeping, preserving the peace. Anytime you go with those playground insults, you're just a child. What is that achieving? You're not getting anywhere with that. And even if you do get somewhere with that, that's nice for you. We don't need no more of that. It's problematic. Look where America's going. Look where our country's going. All this hate, all this division, dividing everyone because of stupid nonsense. Where's that getting us? Further and further divided, and we're no longer the United States. We're just divided people now. And I already know. What the hell is this guy talking about? He's just talking, rambling. But hey, that's the title of this. Talking, rambling. Yeah, why am I rambling about a bunch of different crazy shit on a video game? on a live stream that people don't give a shit about, and no one's ever going to view this, and no one's ever going to care about your opinion because you're on a video game, who's going to take you seriously? But there's a lot of things that people are not talking about. A lot of things. And people like me, we are the ones that have to step up and talk about certain things, even if we're not qualified. And that's another thing. Sure, a lot of people are not qualified, right? I'm not qualified to speak with full confidence about science. I know my place. I don't go out of my element. But when it comes to right and wrong, what is your given rights and all that, everyone has a say. There might be some people that are ridiculous and don't deserve a say, but when it comes to your rights and freedoms, you deserve a say no matter who you are. It don't matter if we are, quote, losers. It don't matter if we are, quote, hard-working blue-collars. Don't matter if we're middle class. Don't matter if we're rich. If it's about the freedom and the rights of the people, don't matter who you are. You got the right to speak. Everyone has the floor. Speak your mind. Quite rambly. Maybe a tad bit deep. But even if this is just a ridiculous thing that people will look back on and think, what the hell is this guy on? Is he on the sauce? No. No, I'm not on the sauce. Just guy rambling. Just guy talking for the sanity. But alright. That's what that is. I don't know if there's any more to talk about. Except what's on the game. And I've probably about talked about everything I could on this game. Best car builds. Best ways to potentially maximize how your car operates. If you want your car to have more traction, more stability, I have a way, or I have an idea of how you can do that. If you want your car to be more in the middle, then I could try to help out with that. If you want your car to have more slidiness, or more, it gets loose a lot more easily and consistently, I can help with that. And then there's just some vehicles where I have to just tell you flat out, they suck. Like this, the Golf GTI 1976 Volkswagen. No, this thing sucks. Even if it's not the worst car in the game, it's definitely up there as one of the worst cars in the game. It may not be the worst car for maybe off-roading. It may not be the worst car for drag racing, but it is one of the worst cars when it comes to turning. So even if it's fast in a straight line, it can't turn worth squat. And another car that's just not worth anything, useless, the Acura NSX, the 2017 model. This thing has no power. This thing has zero use. This thing is useless. Even if it's good in a few things, or I should say even if it's bearable, you might be able to beat the bots with both of these cars. But that's not saying much. And plus the only one that can beat the bots is the Acura. This one, you could probably do an off-road race. But it's just not it. It really ain't. This, you can beat the bots potentially, but it's just so bad, why would you even use it? It's literally the worst bearable car in the game. You can drive it, and it don't feel bad. But it has so little power. Why would you use it? I'm repeating myself, but it's bad. Simple as that. Really bad car. This thing's pretty bad too. It's better than the other two, but it's not that good. Pretty bad. Low-key, this thing is pretty bad too, but it's not, it's quite better than the others. The others I just shit on, rightfully. But it's not really worth it. The 458 Italia 2009, Not a very good car. It's very heavy, even though it's a Ferrari. It feels like a boat. And you know what? Let's take a look at it. Let's see if I have a terrible build on it. What do you know? If you understand what you're looking at right here, this should let you know how bad this car is. If I'm saying it can't turn, but I have a stock differential, and I have a pro part in the suspension, that automatically lets you know if I'm saying it turns bad, it must be really bad. It's not worse than the GTI, but it's bad. You expect it to be a lightweight Ferrari, it feels like a boat. Another bad car, if I can find it. Lancer Evolution 10, I want to say. 2008 model. Bad. No redeeming qualities. It's all-wheel drive, so it takes off quickly. It might be bearable against the bots when it comes to off-road races, but even then, it's basically useless. It looks nice, sadly, but it's terrible. That's the bad part about a lot of these cars. A lot of them look good, but they suck. Not many redeeming qualities about this car. And as much as I love the sound of this 67 Camaro SS, and yes, it is a 67, not a 69. I love the sound of this thing, but my God, is it just not that good. Classic. It's not that terrible compared to some of the other ones I just mentioned, but it lacks power. It lacks top speed. You have to juice this thing when it comes to nitrous. It's not really that good. It turns heavy. It feels heavy. Its acceleration's pretty bad. Top speed's pretty bad. It's not very good, sadly. But the stock engine makes it feel a bit bearable. It's not online competitive at all. You can beat the bots with this. Nice car to drive around in. Not competitive. Not at all. Even if you can beat some online players, that's good for you. That's nice, but it's not competitive at all. If you're having a fair race with other people using muscle cars and etc., you might be able to win. But you have to play out of your mind. And what else do we have here? The Mini JCW Countryman 2017. Side note, why don't they ever put a 60s Austin Mini in the games? I want a 60s Mini. Classic car. Very nice little car. They really got to put an Austin Mini in here. Like a, what, 64 or 65 or something? This thing's not that good either. Oh, honesty. It's, not many. I mean, it's not as bad as some of the other ones, but it's not that good. Of the bad cars I've listed, the ones that have any kind of I can still mess around with them factor would be the 458 Ferrari. Would be the 67 Camaro, the Mini Countryman, but they're not that good. They're not good cars. They are have fun, mess around cars. If you can drive that good with them, that's nice, but these cars will always hold you back, guaranteed. Even if you can go above and beyond, they have a ceiling. You cannot go above that ceiling. That simple. And sadly, this is the only good R35 Nissan GTR in the game. And sadly, it's the Nismo, which you can't do nothing to it visually, except the wheels maybe, and the colors. This is the best of the bunch, hands down. This is the best car of the bunch that I've just listed off. The reason why it's bad, no power. It's not a threat at all. It is better than everything I just listed, hands down, but it's not good, not competitively. Accelerates slow, has no power. And on top of that, if I'm correct, it had some kind of weird, I don't remember what it was, but the best of the bunch, not a great car, not competitive. And on top of that, the Nismo is a car you have to unlock by completing the game's challenges and etc. For all that, the car is not worth it. I still platinumed the game, but the car was not worth the car is not worth unlocking. It's not worth your time. If you really want it, if you're a fan, you go for it. But you don't waste your time with it. Impreza WRX STI 2006 model. Bad car. It's not good. It's second or third best of the bunch. It's not that good. No top speed. No acceleration. It's just bad. It's heavy. It doesn't turn that well. Not that good. And sadly, a lot of these Mercedes suck in the game. Even if you can push them to their limit, they're never going to beat something that's naturally better. This will never beat a Fairlady. Never. Even if you could, certain tracks, I might give you that. Certain opponents, I might give you that. But someone who's going to the absolute limit with the Nissan Fairlady is always beating this car. Always. Hands down, guaranteed. No matter how good you are. If I'm tryharding with the Fairlady and you are the best GTS Roadster player, you're going to struggle. And I'm just an average player. So that's how bad this thing is. No power. A tad bit slidey. Yeah. It's probably one of the better bad cars. But it's not that good. Not competitively. So when I say it's not that good competitively, that implies that it's decent, but it's not good. So keep that in mind. It's better than a lot of things I just listed off. This, however, is just garbage. It's very useful, or it's very usable. No power. I have possibly the best build in this, or one of the best builds for it. It's slow. You can maybe beat the bots. You're not beating players with this, no matter how good you are. You might beat a couple people who ain't that good, but that's not saying much. It's not a good win feeling, is it? Same as the 76 Golf. This thing sucks. Same exact problem. Can't turn. Not good. No acceleration or no power. Pretty heavy. Kind of bad turning. Yeah. Probably just useless in general, besides off-roads, maybe. Off-roading. Criminally bad. Or at least it's criminally it's just there. It's not terrible. It's just the definition of meh. It has a little bit of speed. Little. Has a little bit of acceleration. It turns a little bit alright. It takes off somewhat decently. It's just there. I mean, you can use it against the bots, but it's not competitive. Bad, at best off-road. Thing sucks, but you could probably beat the bots. No power, no acceleration. No power, no acceleration. Yeah. It's slow. Yeah. Ridiculous to drive. Same thing as the Roadster. It just sucks. It's useful to drive here and there. You can use it. I mean, it's usable. No power, not great acceleration. Maybe it's a tad bit slidey. Maybe it's a tad bit too. Has too much stability. Not that great. I don't know. I feel like this car sucks. Doesn't turn that great. Feels heavy. Doesn't feel fast. Not that great. Bad. Terrible turning. Yeah, bad. Just a bad car. Potentially the worst vehicle in the game. Top 3 worst Porsches in the game. This is not the RSR. Don't be uncultured. It's a Carrera S. Not very good. Turns bad. It's not fast. Not good. Fastest car in the game in a straight line, top speed wise. Bad car. Is a nice car to have for top speed and to go fast. Bad for racing. Same thing as every other Mercedes I just said. Bad. Usable, bad. No power floaty boat. It turns well, but it's floaty. No power. None. This number is bullshit. 1400 horsepower? No. 1700 torque, or what's that say? 1200 torque? Bullshit numbers. It's not that fast. Those numbers don't mean squat. Hold up. Been playing Need for Speed Heat from day one. I know all the cars are the best. Yeah. Well, number one, just be like everyone else. Just pick up a dumbass RSR. Oh, don't wanna. Okay. Low key, this is kind of bad, but it's nice. It's a nice car, but it's kind of bad. Useless. This thing's not good. It's usable, but it's useless. No power, no acceleration. It has zip. Squat. It looks nice. It sucks. This is a boat. Sucks. It's fast, but it sucks.
Because the wires were sticking out.
You're wrong. I can't use other cars to win 100%. What do you mean?
Are you doing this in a bunch of movies?
Let's see. You would think that this thing is just a Boss Mustang 2.0, but better. It's not. M3 loose. Bearable car, maybe. Unpredictable. Not stable.
What you think?
Usable, but you need to be patient with it, and you need to understand how to use it. Somewhat usable, but it sucks. Turns bad. Bad gears. It locks up sometimes. 2 minutes, 32 seconds with the Honda Civic Type R, okay? Look, I know you're God tier, but shit. Let's see. This is low-key kind of bad. It's pretty stiff. It's kind of heavy. I mean, it's usable, but it's kind of funky. This is a weird one. It's a bit usable, but it has this clipping issue. It's a pretty bad clipping issue too. May not be the worst clipping issue, but it's bad. It ramps off a lot of shit for no reason. You know, this thing is not really as good as the M3 GTR. I really don't feel it's that good. I feel like this is redundant. You only get this if you really want it. The M3 GTR is better. It basically turns bad. Yeah. It turns bad.
I can take the one out of the front.
Probably the worst Lamborghini in the game right here. Terrible. Even if it's not the worst in a straight line, it's just bad.
Yeah.
Even if this is usable, it's just...
Yeah, it's better tonight.
It's not worth using. It's not that good.
I couldn't either.
It's very meh. I messed around with this for a second. It seems like it has no power and no acceleration. It's not very good. Heavy, doesn't want to turn sometimes. Bad gears. If there's any car I don't have on this list, it's because they're that terrible. Anything that was not shown, like I don't know, Volvo Amazon, that thing sucks. Not that good. Even if some of them are not terrible, the ones I don't have, they're not unique, they're not cool, not to me. And some of them are just really bad. I know I have a Raptor, but I may as well just sell it. May as well get rid of it. It's useless. Plus, I need the space anyways. Never use this thing. There's cars I should get rid of, but
Yeah, that does sound good, doesn't it?
sadly, some of them look good.
What's that? Oh, they do it at Kroger's.
You said 232 in a Civic Type R? What kind of meth do you do? I could try some.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what do you take? Like, some kind of psychedelic or something?
Yeah.
I'm joking, by the way, but god damn, 232 in a freaking Type
Yeah,
R.
they got 'em at Kroger's, but they're the ones
Yeesh.
that are not for you. I don't know if they got a spot where you can get 'em yourself here or not. I'm not sure. Yeah. I'd like to go to Kroger's more. Well, I tell you the best place to get your donuts is at Myers.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be done getting rid of some of this crap here in a minute. What else do I have here?
I guess they
Mm,
the reason why they're not,
I'm tempted to get rid of this thing. This thing's bad.